For me, the Paralympic movement really does represent the best of sport. When you talk to people that are involved with the Paralympics, whether as athletes or coaches, there is no pot of gold at the end of this rainbow. There is no $40 million Nike endorsement deal. This is about the purity of sport, the love of competition, the intrinsic motivation of, getting better every single day and competing with and winning against the best in the world. Now, that tide is starting to turn a little bit with more broadcasts and more, corporate attention, which is welcome and needed and phenomenal. But I do think when it comes to just kind of the triumph of the human spirit, the Paralympics is as good as it gets in sport. You don't have the same stuff that you have sometimes with the Olympics, with the questionable motives and practices of some of the people that are surrounding it. So yeah, I've learned a lot from the Paralympic Committee about what it means to really be driven off of purpose and the motivation that comes along with that. And I do think pressure, a lot of the athletes have pretty remarkable stories around how they have taken, what would be considered adversity of the highest order and use that as a defining moment, use the pressure that accompanied that adversity to do incredible things. One of my most memorable interviews for the book was with Rick Hansen, who you may remember in the 80s. Rick was known as the man in motion. He circumnavigated the globe by wheelchair. He 24,000 miles in 18 months. He wheeled 2 marathons a day for 18 months. And prior to that was a Paralympic champion in wheelchair racing. And when you listen to him talk about the journey that he went on from, being an outdoorsy, rural, athletic kid who suffered a car accident and fractured his spine, that initial period for him was really difficult. Going through the loss, the acceptance of the fact that he wouldn't walk again, and all of the bitter struggle to try and prove the doctors wrong. But then his ultimate ability to take that energy and channel it to doing something that I think, is without parallel in modern history. I think, he's a perfect example of pressure as an ally.